Disco was dominating in 1979, but acts like Squeeze, Tubeway Army, Roxy Music and Blondie were all penetrating the top 10 with their individual swagger and coolness. Join me as I count down the top 10 from this week in 1979 and break it up with an occasional TV advert from the time for the sake of context and nostalgia. Let's just jump into the chart. At number 10 is The Shadows with the theme from The Deer Hunter, Cavatina. This melancholic instrumental tune was originally written in 1970 by British composer Stanley Myers for the film The Walking Stick. It was later expanded by Australian guitarist John Williams and used for the theme for the 1978 film The Deer Hunter. The Shadows, an instrumental group who were also Cliff Richard's band through the 60s, had a moderate hit with the track here where it peaked at number 9 on the chart. It spent 4 weeks in the top 10 and 9 weeks in the top 40. At number 9 is Sister Sledge with We Are Family. This funky disco pop song from the Philadelphia girl group oozes with good vibes. It was written by Bernard Edwards and Nile Rodgers from Chic fame, and the track peaked at number 8 last week. It spent just 2 weeks in the top 10 and 8 weeks in the top 40. At number 8 is Quantum Jump with The Lone Ranger.
Find him, scalp him, eat him up for breakfast.
This funky jazz rock track was the only hit out of the 3 singles released by the British band. It's the song I'm least familiar with from this top 10 and went on to peak at number 5 next week.
I hope silver away. It
spent a respectable 4 weeks in the top 10 and 8 weeks in the top 40.
You say that was the Lone Ranger.
Send away now for this handsome chest wing. Simply a fix to the torso for that devil-may-care caveman look.
Alternatively, stick to a pack of Panama cigars. This will bring you instant six appeal, because there are 6 of those smooth-smoking Panama cigars in every packet. Panama, the only cigars with 6 appeal.
At number 7 is McFadden and Whitehead with Ain't No Stopping Us Now. This melodic, string-laden, funky disco track was the debut single from the Philadelphia duo, and it was their only hit. The song peaked here at number 5 last week and spent 4 weeks in the top 10 and 8 weeks in the top 40. At number 6 is Squeeze with Up the Junction. This energetic song without a chorus from the British new wave band was on its way up the chart here, where it would go on to peak at number 2 in 2 weeks' time. It enjoyed a decent 5 weeks in the top 10 and 8 weeks in the top 40 in total. At number 5 is Earth, Wind and Fire with Boogie Wonderland. This is another upbeat, funky disco tune on this week's chart. This time the band doesn't come from Philadelphia though, but Chicago. It was the first single from their 9th album and peaked in the chart at number 4, where it spent 3 non-consecutive weeks. It had a very solid 7 weeks in the top 10 and 11 weeks in the top 40.
Pick up a penguin, a lovely big penguin. When you pick up a penguin, there's so much more to enjoy. It's bigger, they're chocolatey, delicious filling too. When you feel a little peckish, what's bigger and best for you? A penguin. Say, pick up a penguin. When you feel a little peckish, pick up a penguin.
At number 4 is Blondie with Sunday Girl. This melodic pop rock song from the popular post-punk New York band was released as the group's follow-up to their number 1 single Heart of Glass. It became their second UK number one, spending 3 weeks at the top of the chart a few weeks back. It also enjoyed a decent 7 weeks in the top 10 and 10 weeks in the top 40. At number 3 is Roxy Music with Dance Away.
When I walked you home, kiss goodnight.
This mid-tempo, melancholic pop-rock ballad from the English Sophisto pop group managed to peak at number 2 for the same 3 weeks that Blondie occupied the top spot, robbing the group of their first potential number 1. Which they would have to wait until next year for, when they released their cover version of John Lennon's Jealous Guy, which I mentioned in a recent 1980 Jukebox Time Machine video. But this song still had a very respectable 8 weeks in the top 10 and 11 weeks in the top 40. At number 2 is Tubeway Army with Our Friends Electric. We find ourselves arriving at the most modern sounding track of the whole top 10 here, with the British new wave synth pop band's only hit single before Gary Newman left to go solo. The song hit the number 1 spot next week and stayed there for an impressive 4 consecutive weeks. It spent a healthy 8 weeks in the top 10 and 12 weeks in the top 40.
Change up to top. Allegro has the room to spare. Allegro has the room to spare.
And at number 1 in the UK this week is Anita Ward with Ring My Bell, which is what you should do underneath this video as well, and subscribe and like. Here we have yet another disco banger with a huge chorus, this time from the Memphis-born singer Anita Ward. It happened to be her first and only big hit single, but she enjoyed 2 weeks at the top of the chart, managing 6 weeks in the top 10 and 8 weeks in the top 40 in total. And the song at number 1 in America this week is Hot Stuff by Donna Summer. Disco was clearly huge on both sides of the Atlantic at this point, and this classic of the genre secured 3 non-consecutive weeks at the top of the Billboard 100. It was a huge year for Donna Summer in general, as she snagged 10 other weeks at the top of the Billboard 100 in 1979. And my hidden gem of the week from the rest of the chart was a difficult choice due to the plethora of great tunes in the top 75 this week, but I've gone for Reunited by Peaches and Herb. Honestly, it's not a song that I know that well, but one that I've discovered and come to love more recently, so it has a nice fresh feel to it for me. It was at the top of the Billboard 100 in the US for 4 weeks in May, but only managed to peak at number 4 here in the UK. This week we find it on its way down the chart at number 20. It managed 5 weeks in the top 10 and 10 weeks in the top 40 in total. And that's it for this week's Jukebox Time Machine. Let me know what your favourite track from the top 10 was. Also, what would your hidden gem be from the rest of the chart? I'll leave a link to the full chart list in the description as usual. But until next time, pop travellers, take care of yourselves and peace.
I sell Avon. I sell Avon. I sell Avon.
See that smile? That's an Avon smile. Just never looked so good. See that mood? That's an Avon mood. You never felt so good. See that special kind of one-to-one that you only get with Avon. With Avon, you never look so
the brightness you demand. Bigger puts you in command. Get the dozen you treat, bigger only won't repeat. Left, right, bigger, bright. Bigger puts you in command. Left, right, bigger, bright.
Bigger, it's unbeatable.
You know your outline's passed the outline test when last year's swimsuit still fits. And you can squeeze into something tight. When you're not too big for your boots. You know outline has 105 calories an ounce, half the calories of butter or margarine. An outline has a taste you'll enjoy every day. Make it part of your calorie-controlled diet. You know when your outline's passed the outline test, don't you?
Where's Alice?
She's at the dentist, miss.
Oh, not toothache again.
Her mother didn't buy Signal with fluoride. Look at the teeth of children who used ordinary toothpaste. These black areas are fillings. Yet 3-year clinical trials prove regular brushing with Signal reduces fillings by up to 30%. That can make the difference between being at the dentist and being in Wonderland. Signal with fluoride. It's unbeatable.
Rent one of Philips' advanced color televisions and you can enter our Video Age competition. Each month you could win a house incorporating the latest innovations in domestic technology, a Lotus Eclat, one of the most advanced cars in the world, or a journey into the future on Concorde. Get the details from your Philips dealer or your daily paper and prepare to enter the Video Age.
Philips, simply years ahead.
Warm enough for you, Sid. You're done.
Carling shatters more thirsts than any other lager, then leaves you with a flavor to savor.
Gonna be in there much longer than they stand?
Carling, thirst-shattering flavor.
Hello, Tom. Like my hair? I styled it with my Ted rollers. Come and see.
It's dark in here.
Does my hair feel nice, Tom?
I can't find it, Betty. All I can feel is this old straw.
That's my hair!
Heat-styled hair can get dry and brittle, so Supersoft introduce a new conditioner and a new shampoo specially for this problem.
Is it feel new, Tom?
Ooh, smooth and shiny. Just like Daisy.
New Supersoft, a whole new hair care range to suit your hair's every mood and condition.
Hey, when you're feeling like a tea break, why not pour yourself a refreshing cup of ice-cold Coca-Cola? Coke adds life.
Every morning, things begin to wind you up and continue winding you up throughout the day. It's hard to relax until you sit down to a nice cup of Horlicks. Horlicks mixed together with warm milk helps you unwind. Horlicks. Oops. The key to a nice, relaxed evening.
Monsieur Guy, one of Europe's foremost chefs, claims to cook crisp golden chips with no oil, no mess, and no deep-fried smell.
I put McCain oven chips in the oven.
Oh. Well, that seems to be it. He just puts McCain oven chips in the oven and gets crisp golden chips.
New McCain oven chips.
Delicious.
From today, you need never fry another chip.
Chris Bonington, leader of the expedition that conquered Everest, climbing the Ogre.
Temperatures were right down to minus 20 degrees. We boiled up snow and ice to make hot, strong bovril to thaw ourselves out. And how that beefy taste cheered us. That's us falling to the summit. First men to climb the Ogre. Hot, beefy bovril. There's nothing like it.